What's the craziest WW2 fact that you know of?
The nuclear attack on Nagasaki almost failed when the bomb plane got separated from their escorts, and they wasted 45 minutes of fuel trying to find them.
My all-time favorite World War II story doesn't involve any violence or killing or destruction at all. Background: weather patterns in the Northern Hemisphere generally move west to east. As a result, the Germans were at a disadvantage in not knowing what weather was coming towards Germany because it was coming from the west, i.e. it was coming through areas controlled by the Allies. So, they decided to secretly emplace an unmanned remote weather station on the coasts of Canadian Labrador, which could send weather information to Germany by radio. Remember, no such thing as weather satellites back then. The weather station was emplaced by a U-boat in 1943. Since it was kind of hard to hide, although in a very remote area, the Germans put signs on it saying it belonged to the Canadian Weather Service. They also scattered empty packets of U.S. cigarettes around, so if anybody found it, they would assume it was an Allied military installation. It was eventually discovered by the Canadians in 1977. In fact, when it was discovered, the local people assumed it was exactly what the Germans had hoped them to think, that it was a Canadian military emplacement. It wasn't until 1981 that someone asked the Canadian military about their old weather station in Labrador, and the Canadian military said, that's not ours. Edit: sorry, forgot the link. Weather station Kurt, Wikipedia.
In France, my uncle Curtis got blown up but still alive, so they morphined him really good and buried him in the sand till the battle moved on. Then they came back and got him. He's still kicking. Here's an article about him. https://www.all.com/live/2012/09/in_www-black_tank_bad-ollie.attl. That time the British dumped a dead man's body with fake plans planted on him, so it would wash up in Spain and get turned over to the Germans. During the war, Canada built more military trucks than the major Axis powers Germany, Japan, Italy combined. Source:
something like a tenth of the Russian population died.
I watched a documentary of a guy who wanted to be a spy and ended up somehow getting one of the highest medals on the German side and one of the highest medals in the Allied side also. Supposedly the only person to do so.
That Hitler only joined the Nazi Party because the German army sent him to a meeting to basically spy on them. Someone was giving a speech suggesting Bavaria should leave Germany and join Austria. Hitler was enraged by this and went on a rant about why that was a bad idea. The other members were impressed and recruited him to join the party, and the rest is history.
They tried to make an aircraft carrier made of ice.
Removed.